Well, joining me now is Jamie Bartlett, an expert in social media analysis at the think tank Demos and author of The Dark Net. Hello to you, Jamie. It's been described by some as this never-ending game of whack-a-mole. The minute you close one account, dozens more spring up. What does Twitter do about that?
It's extremely difficult for Twitter. ISIS, like many terrorist organisations before them, are actually pretty smart at using technology. These, remember, are young men that have grown up with this technology, and they know that the minute an account of theirs is shut down or something censored, they can start another account. They can build even an automated bot, it's called, to create dozens of accounts to share messages very quickly, move from platform to platform. So for Twitter, they have a system whereby the community of users flags content that they think is in breach of their terms and conditions, and then they'll go around and try to check each one. And that's important because what Twitter would say is that we don't want to be over-censorious. We don't want to shut down journalists reporting on ISIS. And the minute you have automated systems and machines trying to figure this stuff out, it tends to be a little too censorious.
How powerful a recruitment tool is Twitter for Islamic State, though? Because we've seen that huge surge in numbers of members since the video of James Foley, for example.
Well, Twitter, just in the same way that it is for businesses, for companies, for anybody really trying to share a message, Twitter and all the social media platforms are fantastic at being able to spread messages to a very large audience at very low cost. This is the reason ISIS uses it. Now, how far that then translates into people reading a tweet or seeing a video and deciding to leave and travel to Syria or Iraq, that's far less obvious. And actually, it usually takes more than something as simple as that to convince somebody to leave their lives and travel overseas.
And of course, when we're talking about Twitter, we're talking about content that is in the mainstream now, but there's an awful lot going on underneath as well.
Yes, I mean, Twitter is very good for propaganda for these groups because it does allow them to reach a large audience. But beneath that, there's other times groups like ISIS want to be more secretive. They want to communicate very privately and securely. And yeah, there's a whole sort of cluster of closed chat rooms, password encrypted, protected forums, which these groups also use to share messages, to share information and to communicate with each other. And what ISIS has been so good at is combining both of those things, to be secretive on the one hand and to be very open on the other.